Good morning, everybody. I hope you're all doing well. All right, so let's see how things are going. Still trying to fight to get back to my lowest weight. Um, I'm hovering. I think the last one I said that because this weekend I ended up having all kinds of food that I had put on a lot of water weight. I think I said that I'm probably hovering around 280. I was wrong. This morning I'm still trying to work it off. 283. So it goes up fast. It goes up fast. So like I said, I was 276, and just a weekend is enough to kind of just get everything out of control. So it goes fast. Don't get discouraged. It'll come off again, but the swings are massive. Swings are so big, especially for a guy like me that drinks a lot of water. Big swings because if my body's holding on to everything I'm drinking, well, guess what? It's all going in my body. So that's okay. Um, am I annoyed by it a little bit? A little bit. I'd like to see 274. That'd feel pretty good to really say, okay, I'm finally back on track. But the thing is I'm just not as strict as I usually am. Whenever I'm really gung ho on getting results and I don't do any slip ups, I'm not quite there. So, for example, at home we are getting all kinds of meals that I've never tasted before, and where normally I would just say, no, just give me my pizza or or whatever. I kind of try. I mean, I limit what I eat, so I don't go absurd. But I mean, I try a little bit of everything, and because of that, well, I get all kinds of sodium and stuff that comes with it, and fats and this and that. But I'm always under my calories. I mean, it's very rare. I think at the very most, I'll usually hit my calorie allowance for the day, or maybe sometimes go over about 100. That's about as bad as it gets, and whenever it's good, well, I'm usually under it by over 1,000 calories. So ultimately, um, slow and steady, I will hit the mark that I'm aiming for. Not as fast as I'd like to hit it though. So there are some things that I have to readjust some things, and it's not just so much as diet my issue as it is up here, because there's other aspects. I've said this before. Whenever everything in my life is going smoothly, I lose a lot of weight. When things in my life are not going as smoothly, they can be on all kinds of different levels. My diet is really affected because I'm kind of driven by food, right? So I'll give you an example. I think I told you guys before I went to Los Angeles, I chipped a tooth, right? And it was moving. I said, I gotta get it fixed. Well, I never got it fixed, and it's been about a month, and I still have the same problem. The tooth is there, it wiggles. Why haven't I fixed it yet? So it's all these little things where I keep thinking, come on, you gotta get back on top of things. You're letting things slide, you're cutting corners, and it affects everything in life. So it just means up here, I'm not mentally healthy, I guess, right now. Not that I'm not saying that I'm not depressed or anything like that, but you just have these moments. And for me, a lot of those moments are actually usually January, February in Canada. Like it's been minus 40 Celsius for the last couple of days. You just kind of, it's dark, it's cold, there's this and that. And it kind of plays on most of us Canadians. I think it's kind of rough on us. And you just want to get through it. You just want to wake up and go hibernate if you can, and then just finally see some nice weather ahead. So there's a little bit of that playing within my head. I think I'm trying to figure out why I'm being this way. So I'm gonna talk to with my shrink, I guess. Talk about it and see. They're in better position than me to explain why I'm being this way right now. But yeah. So does that mean I'm unhappy? No, I'm not unhappy. There's nothing like that. I don't know. I'm just not as sharp as I normally would be. I don't know why. The motivation just isn't quite there. I have motivation not to put on weight. I have a lot of motivation for that. I don't want to put on weight at all. But things like that's related, at least to this channel, weight loss, the motivation is sort of there, a little bit. The urgency doesn't seem to be there, and that's a big deal when the urgency disappears because you no longer have the same drive, and that's where I kind of sit today. So, but I'm still trying to lose weight. I'm still doing it. It's just slow, very slow. And yeah, hopefully we'll be able to fix what's going on between my two ears, and we'll get back on track fast and try to drop. It'd be nice to drop like another 20 pounds or something like that. It would probably feel really great. And I know I can do it. I know I can do it. If I can just get that motivation back, I can drop 20 pounds fast, especially that I've been eating under my calories for the most part, but I'm still over my lowest weight. That means I've got all kinds of garbage in my system. If I could just stick to it for a month, I think I'd have some pretty crazy results. So it's there, it's waiting for me, patiently waiting for me to get that fire back in my belly and then just go get it. But you know, bear with me. That's just how it goes, guys. It's realistic ups and downs, and I think when I say that my channel is Dare to Inspire, it's not because I'm always crushing it and having these crazy numbers. I think it's more about, in my head anyways, it's more about that I don't give up, right? Adversities will happen all the time, and I just keep pushing, and I bounce back when I slip up, and I think that's more important than just being gung-ho and getting great results. No, this is a long run. The last times I would do weight loss, that's what I would do. I wouldn't have any slip-ups. I would get these massive weight losses, and then I'd just lose my mind, and then just go right back, bounce right back up. This is not what I'm trying to do. So I make mistakes, I fix it. I make mistakes, I fix it. I think that's about as healthy as I've been trying to lose weight so far. Is that the best way of doing things? I'm not sure, but I'm holding on stronger, and I've been able to maintain longer than any time before. I mean, I'm over 9 months in now, I guess, and I haven't put on weight except for that. Like I've got like a 10-pound swing in there that I'm going back and forth a lot. But at least I'm not putting it back on really. So that's good. So other than that, how's everything else? Let's see. Personal life. Well, today's a big day. Today I meet my boss to discuss my performance of last year, to see what kind of raise do I get. So we have like a grading system. Either you didn't do your job, you did your job well, which means a bigger raise, and you're exceptional, which is given to one employee a year. You don't expect that ever. But this is where we kind of fight to prove that we get more than a normal raise, and that'll be my challenge this year. And that's tricky, right? You need to be able to sell yourself, because if you are too agreeable, right? If you're somebody that's afraid of conflict, that just wants to everybody like you and this and that, well, guess what? People are going to walk all over you. So you have to fight for what you deserve, and at the same time, you have to make your employer feel like they're getting the bargain. Yeah, right? You gotta think about your job security, because at the end of the day, your salary isn't, for the most part, the way they see things, anyways, from my beliefs, is not how good are you that they see, but mostly how hard are you to replace. So by showing at work just how many different things you do and just how smart you are and what kind of insurance you bring, because they know when they call you, it gets done, well, that brings your value up, because it's going to be hard to find somebody else that can give what you're giving, no slip-ups, long hours. You're very accountable. Like they can depend on you. These are all very, very, very good traits that will get you the big bucks. So it's going to be a lot of that today. So I'm looking forward to my meeting. I'm prepared. Right? You always prepare before your meeting. Make sure that you sell yourself. So it's gonna be an interesting day, and other than that, well, as you guys know, again, the cruise is coming up, a couple more weeks. Am I excited? No, not really, honestly. It's always nice. I mean, it's a vacation, but I mean, I've done so many in the last like 6 months, so many vacations. I'm like, okay, let's go have some fun, I guess. I don't know, we'll see. Not that I'm disappointed going. It's gonna be fun there, but it doesn't have the same effect as whenever I usually go once a year on a vacation, where I'm really excited to go. I'm just kind of like nonchalant about it for some reason. Maybe once we get a little bit closer, things will change. But right now, I'm thinking is I really need to lose this weight and get under my lowest, because I usually do some damage on that ship. And if I do some damage at 284, I'll come back here at 295, and then I really got to grind it out just to get back. Like I said, these swings that I get because I drink so much water are massive, and I feel it in my clothes real fast. And within 2-3 days, a shirt can be loose to too tight. So it's ridiculous. But again, this is where I say this is the Dare to Inspire. I don't give up. I don't get disappointed. I do get disappointed, but I don't give up on myself. I just keep pushing, and eventually I'll get it right. So Hey, thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you guys are all doing great. I've been reading some of the comments. Some people are still on Saxenda. Some people have given up on Saxenda and moved on to something different. Nothing's changed. I think Saxenda is wonderful. I think Saxenda helped me get all this weight off. And even right now, if I'm not on Saxenda, who knows? Maybe I'll come back on Saxenda, or maybe I'll be, whenever I see my doctor eventually, maybe he'll prescribe a different drug that's very like Saxenda. And if so, I will document everything, as always, looking to get that information out there for everybody. So have a wonderful week. Take care of yourselves, everybody, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.